So I'm going to be showing you how I make some Chinese sweet and sour pork, which is actually a vegan version of my childhood favorite. Growing up, we always have this during like family gatherings, and it's always like a big hit among the kids. And of course, for this vegan version, I did not use pork. Obviously, I used some soy chunks or some soy meat that I basically just rehydrated overnight. So I just soaked these in room temperature water until they doubled in size, and basically we're just gonna go ahead and just remove the water from these. So what I did was I just squeezed it all by hand one by one. This way the soy smell and like flavor just kind of like um, gets off the soy chunks, and basically we're gonna go and place that in a bowl and marinate them. So what I did was I put some soy sauce, and I also added in some minced garlic, or you can also add in some garlic powder, and just give that a good mix. And we're just gonna set this aside for maybe 10 to 15 minutes while we prepare the other ingredients. So I prepared here the sweet and sour sauce, and added in some cornstarch, so this will help thicken the sauce later on. The full recipe for this is down below if you want to check that out. And basically just mix that until the starch has dissolved. And I'm going to set this aside as well. As for the other ingredients, we have some bell peppers, some onions, pineapple, some garlic, and some ginger. Then for the cornstarch coating for the pork, we're going to add in some cornstarch to a bowl. And before coating, we're going to make sure that the oil is heating up so that it's really hot later on. And I basically just added some of the soy chunks in the coating and just mix that up so that it evenly coats. And this is the first coating. And basically what we're going to do is add another 1-2 tablespoons of coating later on. So you can see here the chunks are a bit yellow and you want them to be like almost white. So we're going to add more cornstarch. And at this point, the oil is like bubbling, and we're going to add in the final coat to cook the pork later on. So just give that a good mix again. And then basically once we're happy with the coating, it's really well coated, it's time to fry. So we're gonna go ahead and add in the coated soy chunks into the oil. So you also want to make sure that the oil is really hot so that it evenly crisps up and the soy chunks don't absorb the oil. And just give that a good flip and just cook all the sides until they're golden brown and crisp. So it's gonna take a few minutes, but basically you're just really gonna see them turn like a nice golden brown, and they're gonna be really crispy. So just cook that for a bit more, and basically once we're happy, we're gonna go ahead and remove these. So I just strain them from the oil, and basically remove them from the oil before you turn off the heat, and just put them aside first. Don't cover them so they don't sog. And in the same pan with a bit of oil, we're just gonna go ahead and saute basically the onions, the garlic, and the ginger, as well as the bell pepper. Cook it down for a few minutes, and then add in some of the pineapple chunks. And basically we're gonna go ahead and give the sauce a good stir again because the starch sits at the bottom. And basically once the sauce is good to go, we're gonna pour it in the pan and just lower the heat to around medium-high and give it a good stir. So it's gonna take a while for this to thicken up, but basically it's gonna thicken into a glaze. And once it thickens to a glaze, you can lower the heat just so it doesn't stick to the pan. And we're gonna add in fried pork pieces and just give it a good mix. So this part has to be really fast. Just give it a good mix quickly and serve immediately and enjoy. So the pork of course won't stay crispy for long, but trust me, it's still super good and super satisfying. So I transferred it to a plate, and basically that's a sweet and sour pork. So you can check out the full recipe linked in the description box below. And I also enjoyed this with some steamed rice, of course, for a perfectly satisfying meal. And you also check out my vegan kitchen ebook as well as my other recipes over on my blog. I will link it in the description box below as well. And there you have it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. I really enjoyed this. It took me back to my childhood. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.